Power Talks in English.
From Speak English Easy.
Hello, amazing English learners. Welcome to another episode.
From Speak English Easy.
I'm Sarah, and today we're diving into something that could completely revolutionize how you approach learning English. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to master English effortlessly while others struggle for years? Why do some students go from beginner to confident speaker in months, while others feel stuck at the same level forever? Well, today, I'm going to share the exact blueprint that successful English learners use. And the best part? It's not what most people think. You know, when I first started teaching English, I noticed something fascinating. Two students could start at exactly the same level, use the same materials, but 6 months later, one would be having confident conversations, while the other was still afraid to speak.
That's really interesting, Sarah. What do you think made the difference?
This puzzled me for years until I discovered the real secret. It wasn't about intelligence, natural talent, or even how much time they studied. It was about their approach, their mindset, and daily habits. And that's exactly what we're exploring today. How to transform your English learning journey from frustrating to fulfilling.
That sounds amazing. And I know you've prepared something special for our viewers.
Absolutely. Let's start with something important. Why do so many English learners feel stuck? After working with thousands of students, I've identified 4 major barriers that hold people back.
4 barriers. That sounds manageable. What's the first one?
First, the perfection trap. So many learners think they need to speak perfectly before they can start having real conversations. They study grammar rules for months, but never actually practice speaking because they're afraid of making mistakes. Here's the truth. Mistakes are not your enemy. They're your teacher. Every native speaker made thousands of mistakes when learning their first language. The difference is, they weren't afraid to make them.
That's so true. What about the second barrier?
Second, the passive learning habit. Many people treat English like a Netflix series. They consume content, but never actively engage. They watch English videos, read articles, but never practice producing the language themselves. Learning a language is like learning to swim. You can watch swimming videos all day, but until you get in the water and start moving, you won't learn to swim.
Great analogy. And the third barrier?
Third, the all-or-nothing mentality. I hear this constantly. I don't have time to study for 2 hours every day, so I won't study at all. This is like saying, I can't run a marathon today, so I won't walk around the block.
Small, consistent actions beat sporadic, intense efforts every single time.
And the fourth barrier?
Fourth, the comparison trap. With social media, it's easy to compare your beginning to someone else's middle. You see someone speaking fluently and think, I'll never be that good. But you don't see their journey, the years of practice, the mistakes they made, the times they wanted to give up.
Now that we understand what holds us back, what actually works?
Great question. I call it the RISE formula. R, routine. I, immersion. S, speaking. E, evolution.
RISE formula. I like that. Can you break each one down for us?
Absolutely. R is for routine, creating a daily English habit that fits your life. Instead of trying to study for 3 hours on weekends, study for 15 to 20 minutes every single day. Your brain loves consistency. It's like watering a plant. A little bit every day is better than flooding it once a week. Here's a simple daily routine that works. 5 minutes listening to an English podcast during breakfast. 5 minutes practicing speaking to yourself during your commute. 10 minutes reading something interesting in English before bed.
That's just 20 minutes, but spread throughout the day. What about the E, immersion?
I is for immersion, and it doesn't mean moving to London. It means creating an English environment wherever you are. Change your phone to English. Follow English social media accounts that match your interests. Think in English when you're walking. I had a student who became conversational in 6 months just by narrating her daily activities in English. While cooking, now I'm chopping onions. The smell is making my eyes water. It sounds simple, but it works.
That's brilliant. And S is for speaking, right?
Exactly. S is for speaking. the secret weapon. Most people spend 90% of their time on input, listening and reading, and only 10% on output. Flip that ratio. Even if you're alone, practice speaking. Talk to your mirror, record voice messages to yourself, join online conversation groups.
Remember, you don't speak English because you're confident. You become confident because you speak English.
And finally, E for evolution.
E is for evolution, staying flexible. What works for a beginner won't work for an advanced learner. Keep experimenting with new methods, apps, and approaches. The best learners are constantly adapting their strategy.
Sarah, I feel like there's something deeper here than just methods and techniques.
You're absolutely right, Mike. Here's something most English teachers won't tell you. Your success depends more on your mindset than your methods. There are two types of learners: fixed mindset and growth mindset learners.
What's the difference?
Fixed mindset learners say things like, I'm just not good at languages. I'm too old to learn English. I'll never sound like a native speaker. Growth mindset learners say, I'm not good at this yet. Every conversation makes me better. Mistakes help me learn faster.
That's a huge difference in perspective. How can someone develop a growth mindset?
Here's how. First, celebrate progress, not perfection. Did you understand 50% of that English movie? Celebrate. Last month, it was 30%. That's incredible progress. Second, reframe mistakes as data. When someone corrects your English, don't think, I'm bad at this. Think, I just learned something new that will make me better. Third, focus on communication, not accuracy. Your goal isn't to sound like a textbook. It's to express your ideas clearly and connect with other people.
I remember a student who was terrified of speaking because of her accent. I told her, your accent isn't a flaw. It's proof of your courage to learn another language. That shift in perspective changed everything for her.
This all sounds great in theory, but what can our viewers do right now?
Excellent question. Here are 5 actions you can take today to start transforming your English journey. Action 1. The 5-minute challenge. For the next week, spend just 5 minutes every morning speaking English out loud. Describe your plans for the day. Talk about the weather. Anything. Use your phone's voice recorder so you can track your progress.
That sounds doable. What's action 2?
Action 2. Create your English environment. Right now, change your phone's language to English. Follow 3 English-speaking content creators who share your interests. Join one English learning community online. Action 3. The conversation hunt. Find one opportunity this week to have a real conversation in English. It could be asking for directions, ordering food, or joining an online language exchange. The topic doesn't matter. The practice does.
I love that. Actively seeking out conversations. What about action 4?
Action 4. The Learning Journal. Start a simple English learning journal. Every day, write 3 sentences. What did I learn today? What did I struggle with? What will I focus on tomorrow? This builds self-awareness and tracks progress. And Action 5. The Consistency Contract. Choose your daily English habit and commit to it for 30 days. Write it down. I will spend 15 minutes every day at 7 p.m. practicing English. Tell someone about your commitment. Accountability is powerful.
These are all so practical and achievable.
Before we wrap up, let me share the 5 biggest mistakes I see English learners make, so you can avoid them.
This could save people a lot of time and frustration. What's the first mistake?
Mistake 1. Jumping from method to method. Stick with one approach for at least 30 days before trying something new. Consistency beats novelty. Mistake 2. Studying English like it's math. Language is about communication, not memorizing rules. Focus on using English, not just understanding it.
That makes so much sense. What about mistake 3?
Mistake 3. Avoiding difficult content. If everything you read and listen to is easy, you're not challenging yourself enough. Aim for content that's slightly above your level. Mistake 4. Learning in isolation. English is a social language. Find ways to practice with other people, even if it's just online.
And the final mistake?
Mistake 5. Giving up after setbacks. Everyone has bad days, makes embarrassing mistakes, or feels frustrated. The difference between successful learners and everyone else. They keep going anyway.
The path to English fluency isn't about avoiding mistakes. It's about learning from them and moving forward.
Here's what I want you to remember. Learning English isn't about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to keep trying, smart enough to learn from mistakes, and consistent enough to make progress every single day.
That's beautifully put, Sarah. Any final thoughts for our viewers?
You have everything you need to succeed. The methods exist, the resources are available, and most importantly, you have the ability. The only question is, will you take action? Your English transformation starts with a single step. Take that step today.
And don't forget about that free resource.
If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more English learning strategies. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message.
We'd love to hear from you too.
Absolutely. Here's my challenge for you. In the comments below, tell me one specific action you're going to take this week to improve your English. I read every comment and will reply with personalized advice.
Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Your English journey is unique, and every step forward is something to be proud of.
Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, everyone.